Before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is a great way to buy Rocket League items and credits on any platform at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXC to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I'm trading from nothing all the way up to the alpha cap and trying to beat my previous time of 142 days, and this is episode 3. Just before we get into the trades, I'd like to mention I'm giving away a white octane every 1k on the channel, and we're almost at 26,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe and join my Discord server. The link is in the description down below. I do all my giveaways on there, so make sure to join up, and you can enter the white octane giveaway for 26,000 subscribers. But anyway, let's get straight into the first trade of the video. Okay, so we're hopping into the first trade of the video, and I'm in a pretty solid position. I have some decent items, none of them are extremely hard to sell, but also quite a few credits to work with, and I'm going to be buying a grey standard in the first trade for 100 credits below the minimum value. This item has quite high demand as well, so I should be able to sell it on for the minimum value pretty quickly, and that should allow me to get some really easy and quick profit, which is the main thing. I want to get quick profit. It's not a lot of profit compared to some of the other trades that I'm doing. For example, in this one, I am going to be buying a Sky Blue Interstellar for 300 credits below the minimum value, which is a big underpay. I get that, but Sky Blue Interstellar is so hard to sell. And also, I want to say the market is really dead right now. It was so hard to trade, so this is going to be even harder to sell than usual. But as I was saying, I love trading with high demand items at the moment, because look at this. I'm already selling it on 2 trades on, and I'm getting the minimum value. So that is 100 credits profit in probably about 10 minutes, I think that took. And the Sky Blue Interstellar would probably take days to sell. So I'm getting a little bit more profit from the Sky Blue Interstellar, but it takes me so much more effort. So I've got to say, I do love these trades. And also, they're a little bit better for videos like this, because I'm trying to get around 20 trades per video. And as I said, the Sky Blue Interstellar would take me around 2 days to sell, which is not good when I'm trying to get like 20 trades a day. So yeah, I love doing these trades again, selling on another painted standard for 300 credits. That is going to be the minimum value. I'm not actually sure what I picked that up for, but I'm happy that I am getting the minimum value anyway, and that actually did take quite a bit of time to sell. I'm not going to lie, forest green standard isn't ideal. That's why I usually try and trade with the more expensive paints, for example black, white, crimson, sky blue and grey. Those are sort of the only standards that I trade with now. I only bought forest green because I barely had any credits when I picked that up. But anyway, going back to these trades, I am picking up a black OEM for 700 credits. Again, a massive underpay of 400 credits, but this item is almost, well, it basically is impossible to sell. There's no way you can get minimum value for a black OEM in this market, and if you have, let me know down below, because you would be amazing at trading if you got minimum value for a black OEM. Also, Fire God, again, a very high demand item. I should be able to sell that on for the minimum value again, making 100 credits profit off of that item, and I should be able to sell it on pretty quickly. For now, though, I'm just going to focus on selling my items. I don't want my inventory to get too out of hand, and I also want some more credits to work with so that I can buy some more items in the future. But I do manage to sell both a Fennec and Fire God in the same trade for, I believe, the minimum value, which is pretty good. I might have been able to get the middle value for the Fennec in the long run, but selling 2 items in the same trade is going to definitely save me quite a bit of time. And I also managed to get rid of my black OEM here pretty quickly. Actually, I thought it was going to take me quite a bit longer, because black OEM is insanely hard to sell, but I was able to get 930 credits, as well as a non-crate exotic and a Cristiano, which roughly sell for 100 credits each. I'm not going to lie, non-crate exotics are hard to sell right now, but together that actually adds up to over 1.1k, which is the minimum value for the black OEM. So I am really happy with that trade, and all I have to do is sell those extra ads for their minimum value. But we made so much profit on that black OEM, probably one of the best trades of the entire series so far. It's not too hard, we're only on episode 3, but still, that was a very good trade. And also Blackstone, this is quite good for profit. I'm usually able to underpay 300 or 400 credits. Picking it up here for 500, that is 300 credits below the minimum value. It is quite hard to sell, but eventually I might be able to find near that minimum value, or if I'm lucky, the minimum value, and make a ton of profit on that item as well. Dueling Dragons, another high demand item. As I mentioned before, I love trading with high demand items, and this should be able to sell on really quickly for that minimum value. Or sometimes I don't really mind if they stick around in the inventory inventory for too long, because high demand items tend to have pretty stable prices. So if you see a high demand item sticking around in my inventory for quite a long time, it's probably not because I'm struggling to sell it, but just I'm not too worried about selling it too quickly. It can stay in the inventory for a little bit before I actually need to sell it. And I'm also getting rid of the chameleon there for 200 credits. That was quite hard to sell, but eventually I did find the minimum value, so that was definitely a dub. And I have quite a few credits to work with now, and I'm not going to lie, most of my items at this stage are quite hard to sell. I was struggling with the Crimson Draco. Sky Blue Interstellar is very hard to sell, and so is Black Stern, so it probably wasn't a great idea for me to pick up another Black Stern, but considering I'm paying 50% of the price, I definitely say that is a dub. And as I mentioned before, all I have to do is sell that even near the minimum value to make a load of profit, because I did underpay by 400 credits. Getting rid of the Cristiano here as well for 100 credits. It's not a lot of profit, but again, it is just clearing out the inventory, which is definitely a dub, and something I need to do right now because I have quite a few items. I'd be happy to have this amount of items later on in the series, but this early on it is a little bit of a problem because my inventory isn't worth too much. I don't want to be struggling for trades, especially because, as I mentioned before as well, I am trying to do daily uploads, so I'm trying to get as many trades as possible in sort of the shortest amount of time. But as I am trying to sell my items, I start off with the most highly demanded items because they will be the easiest to sell, and in that case that was the Dueling Dragons, which I was able to sell on really quickly for 500 credits, getting another 100 credits profit secured into my inventory. And at this point I do go back to buying items just because I was definitely struggling to sell my current items, and I am also picking up a White Standard for 200 credits below the minimum value. I'm very happy with this trade. I know I've underpaid 200 credits or more for some other items such as this Black Stern, but White Standard has a very high demand, so I'm getting probably 200 credits profit if I manage to sell it in probably also a shorter amount of time because it has a higher demand. More people are looking for it, so that should be 200 credits profit. I also managed to get rid of my Black Stern here and 500 credits for a Sky Blue mainframe, underpaying by 200 credits and possibly even more because that Black Stern, as I mentioned, is very hard to sell, but so is the Sky Blue mainframe. So we'll see how that trade turns out, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell that mainframe anytime soon. It might take a while, and I'm very happy with this trade as well because I'm paying my Black Stern and 100 credits for a Pink Octane and mainframe, which actually add up to 1k, and I'm paying just 900 credits. And my Black Stern I bought for like 400 or 500 credits depending on which one that actually was, but that was a really good trade. We have no Black Sterns left in the inventory, which was what I was trying to do. I was trying to clear them out because I don't want to struggle to sell them, and now we have more easier to sell items to work with, so I should be able to get more profit, more trades, which is definitely a win-win situation for me. I managed to get rid of my mainframe here for 600 credits. I believe that was actually the minimum value at the time. It might have gone up when it went in my inventory, I think that's how it played out anyway. So yeah, having an item that goes up in value as soon as you get it is definitely a good feeling because you get more profit. And I'm also getting rid of that White Standard here for 1.1k, making 200 credits profit. This did take a little bit longer than I would have thought, but in the long run I still did make 200 credits profit, so that is definitely a good trade as well. But I do manage to go on to sell my Pink Octane here, and I believe I was actually looking for the middle value. Unfortunately, I was not able to find it, and I'm not going to lie, I was finding it very hard to trade. I couldn't really buy or sell anything, and it was a little bit of a problem. Maybe it was because at the time I had quite a few hard to sell items such as that Sky Blue Interstellar. I'm not going to lie, I thought it'd be way easier to sell than it actually was. So hopefully we can get that sold in the next episode, and hopefully trading gets a little bit better because I have definitely struggled all of today, and I was trading on Monday at this point, and I'm not going to lie, Monday is usually quite a good day for trading. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Me.